Hello and welcome back to Starcraft. When we last left off, I was doing some terrible singing, much like I am doing right now, and I'll stop. When we last left off on Starcraft, besides doing the terrible singing, we had also started up the last level of the Precursor campaign, and we have air units who are immensely expensive in terms of gas. I think I might end up exploring around to find another base just for gas. Corners. Speaking of the devil, another base over there. How well defended is it? It's fairly well defended. It's not good. I think I'm going to get a Wraith to scout with, and then I'll start building Goliaths. And then to support those Goliaths, I will get all the Marines. Why? Because I like the Goliaths. Like I said before, they're like stronger, healable Marines in the standard game. Also vehicle weapons, now that we actually have those. Ah yes, 125 health and 12 damage, as well as starting with 1 natural armor. They're just bigger, fatter, bulkier, and cost more. Oh well. So let's have one of these chuckleheads go continue to build. Yes, this is a Wraith. By and large, that was 10 damage. By and large, the Wraiths are not incredibly useful in terms of actual combat situations. Much like the Vultures, they are very fast but very weak. They only have 8 damage on their ground attack. They do have 20 on their air attack, so they're very good to counter air units. But other than that, it's not actually that helpful. Because for the most part, they're the equivalent of paper against many, many things. Especially against base defense. We find spore colonies, which if I get air, I'm assuming the enemy will probably have spore colonies. That won't be nice. Oh, I was about to say, hey, there's a red base down here. Hey, the enemy have a lot of, and that's a spore colony. As you can see, does a lot of damage. Alright, what do we got? It's a layer. Really, it's not that very heavy. Like, the purple base has more dangerous defenses than the red base does. To get enough, you get 2 squads. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I do have an engineering bay. Let's get another. Let's not get another Wraith. Let's get more supplies. Hey you. I need you to build more supply. Please, thanks. I think I'll just go crazy on these bases instead of being like, just slowly do it with tanks. In fact, since I was talking about it before, and I'm literally just going to throw the Marines away for fun, let's get stim packs. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this arrangement. I don't see anything going wrong. Nope. Everybody's going to die. No. There's not any upgrades relevant to the Goliath. In fact, I don't think there is an actual upgrade in the machine shop for the Goliath until Brood War, and that makes them much more powerful against air units, if I recall correctly. I miss the Goliath. I really miss the Goliath, because the Goliath does not exist in StarCraft 2. Like, they just kind of phased out the battle mech unit, because they're like, Oh, everything needs to be a specialized unit. Battle mech is too overdone now. Yes, I know that's not actually the reason, but that's what I'm going with. What's over here? Burrowed units. What's below here? Another base? Really? I just wanted to scan the middle to see if there was anything. Apparently there's a mining base for the red base. Huh. Yes, Team 1. Team 2. I need 2 more. Problem is, Goliaths do take a while to build. In fact, yeah, let's get another one of these, but let's put it in an area that it won't be cluttering up the base. I just realized I built this for no reason. This entire defensive line right here, yeah, they only come across the bridge. You know, that thing that is a very nice choke point that we can just peck them off of. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about either. The weapons is nearly done on this, which will be perfect since they're going to go crazy with the stim packs. And then I will get this. And while I'm that just moved the thing. Give me a moment. I need to pause to actually get this thing back center. I didn't realize that it wasn't center. Or that my cursor wasn't locked anymore. Alright, crisis averted. The cursor's locked again. And I was trying to do this, and apparently my cursor wasn't locked, and then I grabbed the top end of the window for Starcraft. Because all I wanted to do was move those guys out of the way so I can continue spamming more Marines. Now, you guys, show your stuff on terms of getting rid of air units. You know, I expect you to kill those a lot faster. Like, a lot faster. You know, they're really good at actually being assault troops, not so actually being at the front of the assault. Let's actually take you to repair. Let's actually take a second one. Because these minerals are going to start dying, and then they're just going to sit idle otherwise. So, why not? Okay. Now, who's the poor sod that got beat up? It was you, and you. And you. Yeah, because you're the only other one. Come on, lad. Get over there and repair him. There we go. Now, what do we got in our way? Just an open location. I mean, there is a sunken colony, but it'd probably be best to come from this direction, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, Team 1 and 2, just go assault, English. Go attack move, because I know that there's Hydralis up here from searching earlier. Because I want to take out that center base that they're using before I go wreck my entire army by going up to the purple base that has a lot more defenses. Okay, pincer maneuver, go! You guys just control 4 and actually get you going. Hey look, they're sending in reinforcements from the back. Let's see how quickly you guys can appropriately destroy one of these. Fairly quickly, honestly. I'm satisfied. Let's get rid of that. Oh, how cute. You spawned a Hydralis before you get killed. And then I get killed, anyway. By the way, I got those already. I was about to check. How many people died? 2? That's it? Really? Really? Oh, cry me a lake. Yes, Crimea Lake. I'll go Crimea River, because that's too overdone. Clearly. That is going to be the most dangerous base to fight, in all honesty. And you guys can just hang back. Now to watch these clunky Goliaths go for... You know, guys, if you spread out a little bit, it'd be a lot quicker for you guys to walk around. Just saying. No? You're not gonna? Okay. Alright, Marines. Do it! Look at them go! No, I'm not even going to send these guys in there. I'm just going to let the stim pack guys destroy everything. Look at how fast they attack. I mean, granted, that hurt every single one of them. The important part is that they killed everything in the process. Including themselves, but, you know, that's... neither here nor there. Let's get Team 4 down here just in case the AI does what I think it might and try to end up rebuilding. Well, that's dead. How's it going over here? There isn't actually a whole lot of things that's going to be the easiest base, in all honesty. Like, purple was the more difficult base to contend with. This is going to be easy. Yes, I know they're under attack. I explicitly told them to go over there to be under attack. I don't think you're going to kill that egg before it hatches, guys. I'm just saying. Right, you'll kill the Overlord faster once it's already hatched. So, Queen's Nest. Dead Queen's Nest.
Go ahead, TACOM. Confirm. You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, let's just do this. Control 1. Control 2. And actually, that's perfect. Control 3. Cool. Let's use this to scan the area in between, just for fun. There is some burrowed stuff. Team 4, quit being derpy and get together. Please, thanks. In fact, you guys come over here and start repairing them. Alright, gang, you know the deal. Just go forward. No turning back. Yes, I'd also like to point out I haven't gotten a single fire bat this time. I've been doing just fine. That is a lot more Hydralisk than I thought was on the other side of the bridge. But they're all dead now. And everybody's just in the back like, what's the hold up? Yeah, there's really not a whole lot buried here. Stim your way to victory! I guess. I mean, since this is the last base, I really don't see why not. I was gonna say, didn't I tell you guys to be on attack move, not regular move? One of my Goliaths died. It is 2 of the Goliaths died. It is ultra sad day. But that should be it, unless they ferried things over, which they very well might have. Especially since a Hydralisk just walked by. Is there anything over here that I should know about? No? Good. Always being careful about that.
Go, go, go.
Your forces are under attack.
Systems functional.
Receiving
Yay!
Lieutenant, by edict of Confederate High Command, all matters regarding these xenomorphs are under Class 7 seal. Do not speak of the existence of the xenomorphs, or in any way relay the events surrounding their appearance on Chowsara. Failure to comply with these orders will result in immediate termination. This conversation never took place. We were never here.
I suppose that's why you're also humongous amount of the map not explored, but I think there was nothing there except open space. I think that's why you never hear about the Cerberus group in the regular game, because they're super-duper secretive. But it does explain why, as we will soon find out, the Confederates are very, very finicky on anything relating to the Zerg. And I mean extremely finicky. They basically do everything in their power, regardless of the results, to make sure nobody finds out about them, until it becomes blatantly obvious that they can't handle it. But now that that's done, let's dive right into the Terran actual campaign, instead of the Precursor. Terran campaign, Rebel Yell. In the decades since the end of the Guild Wars, the oppressor of Terran Confederacy has stood unchallenged in supremacy over the colonized space. All of that changed 4 days ago when a large alien fleet emerged from warspace and laid waste to the unsuspecting Confederate colony of Charusar, where we literally just were, so everybody's dead. The Confederacy, feeling that the aliens' fleet next target will be the colony of Marasara, has sent you to intervene, acting as magistrate. You get an upgrade from lieutenant to magistrate. You are to safeguard the colonists and keep their state of panic from escalating any further. So the planet that we were on in the entire Precursor is dead.
Welcome to Marasara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience.
Yeah, but we already did that.
Simply select Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial.
And the skip tutorial thing is actually here this time. So let's do that. Wasteland, Office of the Colonial Magistrate, Marasara Colony. You know, I would have sat there. I'll explain after this.
Adjutant online. Good evening, Magistrate. I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Confederate traffic has increased substantially within the system due to the recent Protoss destruction of the Chowsar colony. The Confederates have tightened security on all outlying systems, and it's likely that this colony will be locked down as well. An encrypted Confederate transmission came for you while you were at dinner. Replaying transmission.
Greetings, Magistrate.
Duke!
I'm General Edmund Duke of the Confederate Security Forces Alpha Squadron. The Confederacy has quarantined this entire planet, and will proceed with a lockdown within 48 hours. You're to relocate your core colonists to the outlying wastelands. Now, I know there won't be any problems with these new arrangements.
Transmission ended. I have contacted the local marshal, James Raynor. Raynor has agreed to meet your personnel en route and escort them to the new wasteland site.
Jimmy Raynor. Little did he know what he was getting into. If only he stayed the hell home. But I would have sat there on the menu, on the briefing screen for the tutorial, because it is hilarious. It, like, the adjutant starts to question if you're actually there, and then it says end of briefing, and it's like, end of briefing, I mean it, and then it does like 6 or 7 other things, but that's in the time span of like 7 or 8 minutes of just sitting there waiting for more stuff to happen. So I won't actually do that. But now, we get to start from scratch. Find Raynor, build a barracks, train 10 Marines. So difficult. Can select multiple units by hoop-de-doop-de-doo. You totally didn't know about this from playing any other strategy game ever.
Outstanding.
Again, I suppose in this age, I believe in Warcraft 1 it was revolutionary for the fact that you could control 4 units at a time.
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Raynor, Marshal of these parts.
And he is in a vulture, a super vulture that is actually worthy of being used. And here is our little base that we get to manage. SCVs, immediately get going.
Let's move. Standing by.
Marine, you're not a miner, you're a Marine.
Anytime you're ready.
But let's just explore a bit
Not enough minerals.
with these guys and get like 6 to 8. The nice part is that even though Jimmy's a hero, since he's in a vulture, he technically counts as a vulture and therefore only requires minerals to repair.
Sounds fun.
It is really nice. In fact, I ended up frequently using Jimmy to fight things in the campaign just because he's so powerful and has enough health that you can very easily get him away. Also, he is teal, much like the Cerberus group. It wasn't so much the fact that the Cerberus group's color is teal, it's the fact that the game uses teal to distinguish hero units from regular ones, because since they don't have a specialized sprite, they're just in a different color to make it more obvious. So if you actually decide to use them in battle, you're not like, which one of these vultures is Jimmy, or which one of these Marine, which one of these Firebats is a Cerberus one. It was a nice touch. Well, so this is a very useless colony. Like, this is actually a colony, because it's like, there's not even any gas here. Kind of useless, honestly. Yeah, once you build that, I'll have you build a, another supply. I believe if we actually get upgrades, Jimmy will end up one-shotting these things.
Can be trained at this facility.
Oh. You mean it already has my first 5 Marines included? Okay then. That makes it even easier.
Anytime you're ready.
You know, considering I'm seeing a bunch of Zerglings around, Mr. Confederates, Mr. Cerberus group, I don't think you're doing a very good job.
Sounds fun. Yes, sir. Copy, sir. Orders received. This is Jimmy.
Yeah, see, Jimmy can just be repaired using minerals. You can see it slowly going down as I'm repairing him. And it costs a lot to repair him because he's a hero unit, and therefore, obviously, it takes more to heal that much damage. But I digress. Also, there's more minerals here, just in case you somehow use the few thousand that you need to build 5 Marines with on level 1. I think Blizzard ended up taking the fact, going from one extreme to another, because in Warcraft 2, their previous strategy game before Starcraft, it really tested your appropriate use of resources. Because if you didn't, especially in the later levels, if you did it just wrong, you don't have enough resources. You don't have the men, you don't have the strength to go destroy the enemy base that is much more well defended and better armed than you. Plus the AI was really good at using spells, and they hurt a lot. In this, there's so many resources around, I believe, so even in the later levels, that you really don't need to worry nearly as much, except for maybe a few levels where it's designed to be especially difficult like that. From what I remember, anyway. Yes, blue, colonial militia, and unidentified creatures. Let's get the mission briefing for the next level before calling it a video here. Backwater Station, Office of the Colonial Magistrate, Marasara Colony.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
Hey, what's up, man? Got your refugees tucked in nice and tight. Provide you can sidestep any more surprises from our Confederate friends and we can keep away from those critters, you should have an easy time.
Priority alert. Backwater station under attack by unknown alien organisms. Distress beacon activated at 0658. Alerting Confederate headquarters on Darsonis. Stand by for incoming transmission.
We've already received the distress beacon from Backwater, and we'll take care of it. You just sit tight. You'll be notified if there's anything we think you need to know.
Damn. Listen, if we wait for Confederate reinforcements, that station's dust. I'll head out there now, do what I can. You send in some militia, and we'll save those folks. Trust me.
Do I really need to trust you, Jimmy? I think you're getting in way over your head. But that's all for now. So until next time, see you later. The fun has only begun. You thought the Cerberus group were having trouble with Zerg. Just wait until Jimmy finds out what he's headed to.